Brad, obviously some guys are fighting for roster spots. What did you think of the young guys, the way they played tonight?
I thought they all really had good moments. I mean, I thought that they, as I said before the game, those are hard decisions because everybody's improved. And I thought they all played well at times, and certainly we gave up some baskets, in transition. We did some things that we'd like to do better throughout the course of the night, not throwing the ball to the other team as a team, but that's across the board. That's just not young. That's young and old, and I'm kind of looking at it more collectively right now, and then when I go to the film, I'll look at it more from the individual standpoint. But everybody showed, as they have the whole time, that they continue to improve, which is a good thing.
Just to follow up on it, I know you've talked about this before, but you take into consideration the additional pressure on the kids.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, we really take that into consideration. I mean, and that's one of the reasons why you don't jump to conclusions after one game or one practice or one performance, because that's a lot of weight on people's shoulders. And, I have a great deal of respect for everybody in that locker room, as I've said many times before, just to be able to put that jersey on, whether you're on the final roster or not, you're a pretty special basketball player.
Brad, you had a lot of, went small a lot in the first half tonight. Can you just talk about just the kind of athleticism you're seeing out there with guys like, Terry, Jalen, the just up and down the roster, how much you guys have in that area this year?
Yeah, I mean, we went real small a couple times. The one thing that you can't forfeit if you're small is speed, and we've got a lot of speed with those guys. So it's something that, is important. Obviously the more length you have plus speed on the floor, the better. But at the end of the day, I'm a big fan of speed, and so I think that being able to put those guys and spread people out and drive the ball, and then if you can just survive on the other end, it can be a good thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a pretty good feel for where we are, and as we head into, the start of next week, as I've said many times, our goal is to be ready next Wednesday to play well for Game 1 and for the 81 after, from a conditioning standpoint, from a preparation standpoint, from an improvement standpoint. And we've made strides, but we still have a long way to go. And so, we're going to go back and look at what we need to improve on and improve on it. But I think you have a pretty good idea from the standpoint of, who's been able to do what consistently now that we're 20 days in or whatever.
Brad, you used Jalen in the post a lot in the fourth quarter, and it drew a couple defensive 3-second calls. Do you think that's something that he'll be able to use when he's going up against second and first units?
Yeah, he's got to figure out, and we need to do a good job of helping him kind of figure out his spots to do that. Sometimes you can do it out of the flow of the game. Sometimes we'll do it out of calls. We have to be able to read when he's got a post advantage, because he's pretty good down there with his footwork, and he's very, very physical. So, we like to post our guards. We've done that in the past, and if we can post him, that'd be a good thing.